This is Michael again. Welcome to Free Pass, Public Access Singing Studio. Now, this is lesson 5, so we have done our warm-ups and you've been introduced to the channel and I've told you what you should put together, your 7 things that you need to train effectively. And then our warm-ups, and so now this is our first actual training exercise. And this will be the most important training exercise that you will learn. And it is the simplest. It is so simple. All it is you go up chromatically. So you'll need your tone generator for this one, okay? So your app on your phone or your tablet or your keyboard or your guitar, any of those things will be fine. But you need to cue the individual notes, and we're going to do that from the bottom of your range all the way through, okay? And I want you to focus on your whole range. But when you get to that part of your voice that you find difficult, called the vocal break or your passaggio, or where they say mixed voice is, when you get there, you want to spend more time in that area, obviously, because that's what we're trying to get better at. Okay, but don't neglect your lower range. Ladies or guys, don't just focus on your vocal break. Okay. Now, so what you're going to do is, I'll get something up around near my vocal break. So we'll do an E. Okay, it's an E4. And what you're going to do is what's called an onset, and you're going to do this on each individual note. And we're going to focus on the different vowels. Now look in the description below, and I'll try and edit a picture about now into the video, which will show you a diagram of the vowels and where they sit. So you've got vowels that are really great for making your voice sound sharp and more trebly, like the treble knob. And then you have vowels which are bassy, like the bass knob. And those different vowels will help you with your vocal break and with the rest of your range, because those different vowels will colour your words when you're singing and give them a certain sound. So if you want it to sound more metallic or more tony, you would go for the treble vowels. If you want them to sound more bassy, the song or the word to sound more bassy, you'll go with the bass vowels. So for instance, the word love. And I'll do this as the onset to give you an example, and I'll change the vowel so you can hear it. Right? So I'll sing it normally. Love, love. Right? Now, if I want to make it sound more soulful, I could put like a more, you'll see in the diagram, a more bassy to it. So I could put a bit more of an or a in it. And so we'll have love instead of la, la. There's a slight difference, and it's in the sound color. So what you're going to do is go through your whole range and choose your word. It could be a lyric from a song that you're having trouble with, and practice that lyric all the way through. And I want you over time, obviously not just in one session, over time to practice all the different vowels. So choosing different words that have those vowels in there naturally, and practice all those different vowels. Even practice one word and altering through all the vowels, right through your range, right up, okay? So I'm going to leave that for you guys to do on your own. There will not be a chromatic scale, because you need to spend as much time as what you need on each note, especially when you hit your mix or your vocal break. Okay, you're going to want to spend some time there. So again, you will need your device that you're going to use. So I'm going to do a couple more of examples and show you where I'm at. I'm not the greatest singer, but I'm a lot better than what I was because of these techniques. So I'll go up a little bit higher, just to show you what I mean and what you should be doing, okay? So we've got an F. Hey! Alright, now I want to soften that a bit. It's a bit too screechy. So I'll put a bit more in it. Changed it already. Okay, so that's what you need to do. And one last thing is the different ways you can onset. And you can play around with this and find different ways to release into the note. Okay. Now, thanks to my teacher, Robert Lunty at the Vocalist Studio, the 4pillarsofsinging.com. This is how I train and who I still train with. He's an amazing coach. Now, the onsets we're going to focus on, and which I think are great, are a glottal attack and a aspirated or a windy onset. And so what that means is, an attack means that you don't attack it too much, but it is what it sounds like. It's a glottal attack. So it's hey! So you need to be careful with these because it is an exercise that will build strength, and as with any strength building exercise, you need to be careful you don't overwork it. Okay, so that's what you're going to use to add some strength to your voice. Now, when you've got too much constriction in your voice, which can happen from doing glottal attacks, you're going to do the aspirated or the windy onset. Okay, and that will be hey, hey, hey. So there'll be a bit of air, like we did in our buzzing when we went hum and then lean into it. Well, it's the same thing. Hey! And that's going to allow you to release constriction when you need to. The other one will build strength, which can bring on constriction, the glottal attack. This one can reduce restriction. So be careful that the windy one doesn't turn into a glottal attack, because you can be going, hey, hey. You don't want that. You want, hey. So you're going to lose quite a lot of air when you do it, is a good marker that you're doing it correctly. Or at least a bit of air. You're making sure you're losing air, and then you slowly come in on it. Okay? So there we go. I'll leave you guys to it. Remember to like and subscribe. This was Michael from Free Pass Public Access Singing Studio. And keep singing. You can do it. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Just put in quality work and you'll get there. All right. See you guys.